Good morning, guys. It's Elizabeth with Willow Root Tarot, and I'm going to be reading to you, with you, for you, from Year of the Witch by Temperance Alden. And this is a 2026 page-a-day calendar, the kind that you read the message or look at the image and you rip it away. I'm actually leaving my calendar intact and I'm just flipping to the page. So I'd like to share Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. And this will be followed by a card read as well. Every choice your ancestors made, every path they walked, led to you. They may not have known your name, but in their hearts, they dreamed of a future they would never see. You are that dream. Their sacrifices created the foundation you stand on. When you take a moment to reflect on their lives, you'll see pieces of them, their creativity, their resilience, their determination in you. They live on in the way you navigate the world and in the legacy you'll pass forward. That's gorgeous. Just by being alive, just by breathing, you're offering. So keep doing you because you're fucking fabulous. All right, let's pull a card from Seasons of the Witch. This is our Yule Oracle. I've been reading from this set for quite a while. There are 8 decks in this pagan holiday set. I say set, I don't believe that they're bundled, although that might be a cool idea. So let's go ahead and shuffle Seasons of the Witch, specifically the Yule Oracle. The deck feels lighter today. Like all the cards are here, but it feels lighter in my hand. I pull from this deck often. All right, let's see what we have. Seasons of the Witch, Yule Oracle by Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz, and illustrated by Giada Rose. The decks are different. They may have different illustrators. You might want to check that out before you purchase. Let's see what card comes up for us today in our group read. We have self-care. And I said, just by being alive, you're helping the world. You're needed. And part of that is self-care. 6 of Pentacles. Giving to others, doing that well, doing that in a beneficial way is in large part, where are you coming from? Do you have the ability now to give to others? Is your cup full enough for you to offer someone else to drink from it? Because you ever go to take a sip and go, oh, I'm thirstier than that. That one sip turned into 12. Maybe that one sip turned into a gulp. You come first. So we have self-care, card 31, and 3 plus 1 is 4. So that gives us Emperor energy. And the statement on the card, which is somewhat poetic in nature, if not me, then who? To tend to a wholeness, the parts in which surrender thy pulse for a heart that's nearer than any other. So I do, IRL, have to read this a few times. If not me, then who? To tend to a wholeness, the parts in which surrender thy pulse for a heart that's nearer than any other. To tend to a wholeness. That's one being, one body, one united front, one pulse. That's you. That's you as you are, as you stand here, as you sit here, as you think, as you say, as you hear, as you receive. That's you. You are the wholeness. And there are parts to that wholeness, and that's the nuance of you. So let's read this again. If not me, then who? I am the only one of me. So if not me, then who? To tend to a wholeness, the parts in which surrender thy pulse for a heart that's nearer than any other. My heart is the nearest heart to myself. I love others. I seek the company of others. I seek the companionship, the conversation, the clarity of others. Companionship, conversation, and clarity, the 3 C's. But I'm number 1, always. So self-care. I'm number one. Oh, let's see. Let's see what the book says. Goodness gracious. There we go. So card 31. Self-care. Taking time for self-care is about more than baths, candles, and cups of tea. There are many ways to embrace self-care. You may need to nurture your social self-care by spending more time with family and loved ones. You may need to engage in more creative self-care by allowing yourself to make a mess and opening yourself up to creative expression. You may need to nourish your career self-care by taking a class or cleaning out old files. The most important thing about self-care is maintaining a balance across all areas of your life. Examine the areas of your life that have been neglected by exploring other cards in your reading or pulling additional cards for clarity. What have you ignored in favor of something else? And what can you do today to pay more attention to this area? Do not take these things for granted. You never know when it will be the last time you'll get a chance to spend with someone. You may think some things are here forever, only to find out that these situations, people, connections, and opportunities have slipped you by in your neglect. Not only that, but by not tending to all areas of your life, you may find that you have felt incomplete. There isn't any one part of life that can create complete happiness on its own. And I love her hair. And there's this sort of starkness between the black and the white. And I want to say that when I was reading the card, the most important thing about self-care is maintaining a balance across all areas of your life. Well, y'all, if you take your hair out into this windstorm, there's not going to be much self-care happening right then. Maybe there's some conditioning going on. Maybe we had a thorough brush through. Maybe she's got a hair tie so she can braid that shit up right away so it doesn't get any more knotty. But right now, that shit's real and she has no control. And that is a sense of control. Releasing control, saying, I am not in this moment the one with the reins in my hand. Or maybe I do have the reins in my hand, but they are held loosely. Relinquish the idea that control is 100% in every scenario. Not having control, having decisions made for you, even preemptively, to say simply, as an example, you are a woman, therefore it will be this way. That's not in my control. The laws that we have in place, not in my control. What is in my control is reaction to those laws. So while the hair might get messy, that's okay. How do we react? Are we prepared? Do we have a brush in our bag? Do we have a hair tie? We're just going to tie that shit up. What are we going to do after we react? That first reaction's okay. Maybe even knee-jerk. Just unconscious. You just did it. Oh my God, what did I just say? Holy shit, where's my filter? It's okay. Now, how do you react to your reaction? This is when you step forward. This is when you say, as part of a self-care ritual, what is the control here? Do I need control here? And how will I exemplify control here? Take the time to think it through. Take seconds. Take minutes, take hours, take days, take weeks, take a lifetime. You're unique and you're the only one of you. So practice your self-care to the best of your ability for you. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon.